On September 29th, the unthinkable happened. The Atlas basement flooded, which included the production studios for both News Team and the Black Box, a venue for theater and dance performances.
A graduate student that has been doing a show in the Black Box Theater came down for another piece of gear, and that's when he noticed some water seeping out of the door from the storage area here into the Black Box floor.
The cause? A burst pipe on the floor above, which then rained down onto the studios below.
And it was literally raining in the space with all the equipment still on.
The technical manager and broadcast engineer for the Roser Atlas building, Brett Mann, says the flooding completely changed everything.
I've been working on campus for 27 years now in broadcast television in different studios around campus, and nothing like this has ever happened.
As the engineer, Mann would run maintenance checks, but now he's running around filling out damage reports.
I've now turning into somebody who is looking at all my old equipment and trying to find out what's going on versus keeping it running, keeping classes going and things. So yeah, it's changed everything in the last couple of weeks.
The water came from an irrigation pipe and is considered dirty, also known as black water.
And then we had a crew that had to come in and wipe off everything that got touched by water, disinfect everything, and that's hundreds of pieces of equipment, hundreds.
And it's not just the equipment. There was damage to the drywalls, the floors, and certainly some broken hearts involved.
Now I know it may not look like it, but this is actually our studio where we used to film our weekly news shows as of a couple weeks ago. And if you think this looks bad, well, take a look at this, because all of the floors ripped up in the Black Box studio where performances were scheduled throughout the semester.
But there is no space like the Black Box on campus, so it's a unique facility. It's a flexible use space. It had a sprung dance floor, and that's the big issue with rebuilding. We had to tear out most of the floor and probably rebuild the entire floor.
Although the damage was extensive, Mann says there may be a silver lining for the studio.
It's a great studio, but there's also newer equipment out there and things that we could do a lot with. And I'm excited to have the possibility maybe of adding some of that newer equipment and making some changes to the studio. And I really hope it goes that way for a lot of reasons.
That hope may lie with the final decisions that will be made by the insurance adjusters. Meanwhile, both the studio and the Black Box will certainly be missed by students and staff who consider this space like a second home. Lena Takahashi, News Team Boulder.